Hello, my crafty friends. I'm still following along with Sue Hiles, and we're going through the alphabet of God's promises in Psalms. And today we're doing E, examines my heart, and we're using Psalms 139 and verses 1 through 6. And this is the last one we're going to do until January. I'm trying to. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read it in the New International Version, Life Application Bible. And then, but I do want to read one of the verses in the New English Bible after that, because I think I like the way that verse speaks to me in that particular version. Psalm 139, verses 1 through 6 says, "O Lord, you have searched me, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you know it completely, O Lord. You hem me in behind and before. You have laid your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain." Verse 5 is where it says, "You hem me in behind and before." And we kind of have a negative connotation for being hemmed in. Maybe it's just, I don't know. It's like somehow we're being, restricted or restrained. And so I really like the way it's said in the New English Version better, because it says, "Thou hast kept close guard before me and behind, and hast spread thy hand over me." And this is showing, these words I think are more accurate. They're showing protection. Whereas over here, it almost looks like he's, not letting us do anything, or restricting us rather than protecting us. The Life Application Bible commentary says, "Sometimes we don't let people get to know us completely because we're afraid they will discover something about us that they won't like." I think that's absolutely accurate. I think we not only I don't think we don't do it sometimes. I'm not sure we ever do let people know us completely. There are things that you don't tell anyone that you thought you had in your head that you wish you didn't have, or whatever, and you don't tell anyone about those, not even the people who know you the best. But God already knows everything about us, even to the number of hairs on our heads. Matthew 10 verse 30 says that he knows even the hairs on our heads, and still he accepts us and he loves us. God is with us through every situation, in every trial, protecting, loving, guiding. He knows us completely and he loves us completely. That's what these verses are really about. And I think that is, that's pretty cool. That it also has some ways to use this verse in here, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm not going to read those to you right now, but because we're only talking about this one little part, and most of this in here is the part that comes later in the chapter, and so I won't share that with you today. But I really liked that he keeps close guard over us, from in front of us and from behind us. He's watching our back and staying in front of us at the same time. I wrote the verses down on these little cards, and they had these three colors on them, and so I'd use those three colors to make my background. Let me zoom in a little bit here. And that's pretty bold, but But this is a pretty bold verse, and it's pretty strong, both in in a positive way, to know that God, He knows everything about us and He still loves us, but also in the way that we need to remember God knows everything about us. He knows everything we think, and He also knows that sometimes thoughts come into our head that we don't want to have, and He knows our heart and knows who we are, and so He doesn't take the thoughts that you think that you wish you hadn't thought. He can let those go because He knows us, and He knows that that's not who we really are. Sometimes our brain, it's kind of like sometimes in dreams, we have dreams, we have not, where did that come from? You know, and that's just our brain processing things. And sometimes we have thoughts that we wouldn't want to say out loud. And God knows those, and He still loves us, and He still protects us and guides us. I pulled out a few things. I'm not sure what all I'm going to use. I really like this, but I don't want, I think I just want part of it, because I want to put this sticker on it. It says, "The Lord your God is with you wherever you go." And I think that's good for us to remember that He's with us wherever we go. And so I'm going to just kind of do a messy thing like that and put this on here like that. And then I'm going to bring this down. And while I've got that paper, I might as well use this part up here too. Oh dear, I did that the opposite direction from what I wanted to do. And I didn't want to leave the flat part. So we'll just come back up here and re-tear it. Okay, we'll put this up here. That'll kind of bring the page together. I'm not sure I want to put that up on it. This is just thoughts. I'm just auditioning stuff here to go with my verses. And I think I want to stick this on here somewhere, because it says admit one, and there's only one person that we really admit into our whole life, and that's God. Anyway, that's just a thought. And then I have these birds that I thought were pretty, that I thought I might stick on here. I got them in Happy Mail and haven't used them yet. And this verse kind of reminds me of the verses that talk about, and I didn't look them up to see exactly where they are. I'm not good at remembering that kind of thing, but where God knows every sparrow that falls, He even knows about all the little birds. And I liked that. I also got out some lace. I don't know if I'll use the lace or not. I thought it might be nice to cover up the top of that where it tore off the perforated part. I don't know. I'm just thinking. And my stuff's moving around because this book is... And I had some of this ribbon, which I thought goes really well with it. I don't know. I just pull junk out, and then I have to play with it and see if I really want to use it or not. I think I definitely want to use these pieces in the corners. So let's put those on there so they will not keep falling and moving around. The more decisions you make, the easier it is to just move on. Because then you just have to, work around the decision you already made. That's kind of how life is. We make decisions and then we kind of have to work around them. But the Lord's with us through all those decisions wherever we go. Okay. The thing that I'm really not liking right now is the whiteness of these pages. And I think I want to do something to make them not so white. But I don't want to cover up the words. I'm going to pause for a minute and think about this. I'll be right back. Okay, this makes it a little harder for you to see, but I used this gold crayon. It's a Alex brand, but it's kind of like Gelato's, and I just rubbed that on there so that it's not white anymore. I've tried a bunch of different things on some other pieces of this kind of paper with the same pen to try and figure out what was going to go good, and I was having a hard time finding anything that I really liked. I don't like that. I think this makes it kind of vintagey, but I took off the white, and so now that looks funny. I like to put some of this on there. I still have a little bit of that left from another time, so that's a possibility. And I have some of this ribbon. I'm just kind of wanting to cover up that variegated part. I'm just going to go ahead and stick this down. If I can find some scissors. There. Like that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and stick a piece over here just because I like things to kind of go together. Excuse me. I definitely want this Admit One ticket on there because I like that. Oh, hold on just a minute. Okay. I bought this paper pack at Tuesday morning a long time ago. I don't remember, several months ago, but it's got this one page of stickers in it. And I thought we might use some of these on here. These kind of are vintagey, kind of the same type look. And I thought along with our, oh, they're separate letters. Okay. All right, let's see if we can figure this out here. That makes it harder to try them out. But I was just thinking this has the word life, and I was thinking that we need to admit one, which is God, into our life. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down, and like my grandma used to say, do something even if it's wrong. So we're gonna go ahead and put this down, and even if it doesn't turn out to be maybe the best choice for how we do this, we're gonna do it anyway. And I'm just gonna put this over it. We're gonna admit one, which is the Lord, into our life, and let Him um, let Him guide us and guard us. And we know what it says. We don't have to have. It's gonna go right over the top of that, but that's okay. We know what it says. I can tell you right now, this probably is not going to be my favorite page, um, as far as how it looks, but we're going to go with it anyway. And I'm going to take this and add it right in here. Let's see if there's anything else we want to put in here. I don't know why I want to put this on here because it doesn't really match, and I'm really used to matching, but I really like that right there. I guess it sort of goes with the peacock a little bit, but I really like that, so I'm going to put it on there. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else in here that I wanted to add in. Let's just stick this over here. Kind of balance that out a little bit, just for fun. And we'll stick one of these up here. I'm just trying to move this really to the background. I guess that's what I'm really trying to do. So I'm just gonna kind of collage some stuff on. I'm wondering, I probably should have used that flower. I think that would have looked better on here than this one. Sorry I had that out of the thing. I was not paying as much attention as I should have. Trying to see if there's anything else on here that I want to do. Do I want to add that? Can put it right over the top of that. I don't think so. Yeah, I think I like it like that. Okay. Now I know what y'all are thinking. What is she doing? Why is she putting all this weird stuff on here? Because I like it. That's a good enough reason, I think. Okay. I think that's got plenty of stuff on it. And I do want to do some outlining. Not sure what's the best thing to use. Let's try this and see if it works. I'm not really one of those people who feels like that outlining is always important. I always like it when I see it, but I don't always feel compelled to do it. But for some reason, I feel compelled to do it today. But this is not working very good. So let's see if we can find something else. Today I'm going to be like Sue, but not on purpose. She was messy on purpose, and I'm just messy because I don't seem to be able to do it neatly. I definitely want to outline the word because it definitely needs it. Some things are cute outlined, and some things just make a huge difference. And I think that this word is one of the things that will make a huge difference. I was doing pretty good on that word till I got to the L. Yeah, that really helps a lot. And since we've done over there, I think we're going to need to go ahead over here. Let's go ahead and go around this too. Well, that didn't do a very good job there. There we go. It didn't. This pen is not really wanting to work over some of that paint. Now there goes some mess. Alrighty. While we're doing it, we might as well just do it all. It will have some continuity that way, I guess. Okay. Well, there it is. The Lord your God is with you wherever you go. He knows you better than anyone else ever can and loves you more than they do too. God bless you. You have a great day. Bye-bye. Okay, I thought I was through. But then I decided I wanted to put a little stitching around here because it needed some kind of a border where it didn't have this border. Um, so that's what I'm doing real quick. Just thought I'd let you in on the fact that I changed my mind. I'll let you see the stitching when I get finished so you can, I think I like it. I think that makes me feel happier about the whole page. Okay. I don't know if you can see it very good. On my monitor, I can't really see if it shows up hardly at all. But I like it. I'm trying to get it where I can see it up here, but hopefully you can see it. Okay. Now I'm through. God bless you. Bye-bye.